1. Conor McGregor was raised in a small town called Crumlin in the suburbs of South Dublin, and this is where he learned his craft as a MMA fighter in the early days. He went to Gaelscoil and Gaelcholáiste, the Irish medium schools in Dublin. 2. He used to get bullied because of being an easy target due to his shorter stature and size growing up. Bullying is one reason why he grew closer to a combat sport growing up. He himself recalls that I had a face which bullies who liked beating up. Now he attends seminars in schools giving lectures on how to deal with bullying at different levels in schools. 3. McGregor is a trained plumber. Conor McGregor trained as a plumber in his early 20s, and just before his first high-profile fight in UFC he picked up a $180 check from the social welfare. 4. McGregor, like most Europeans' kids, played football at young age. He played football for Lord's Celtic and his school teams before he formally got into boxing and MMA. He was a vivid support of Manchester United, and his father recalls that at young age he was always knitted up in a Manchester United shirt. Now he does not really care much about football or Manchester United. 5. McGregor had a stint as a boxer in his youth and went on to win youth championship before giving up boxing and focusing on MMA. 6. Sex and a lot more sex before fights. Unlike so many superstitions of fighters, Conor McGregor does not follow any specific order or unnecessary regime. He calls superstition as another form of fear. As for the sex, he says he likes to have as much sex as possible before the fights. Interesting. 7. Conor McGregor is already the biggest draw in UFC. Dana White was on record saying that McGregor is the biggest thing ever happened to UFC or for the sport of MMA. He has already overtaken the likes of Brock Lesnar and Georges St. Pierre as the pay-per-view magnate. McGregor's latest triumph against Aldo and the fight against Khabib were the biggest in terms of pay-per-view and gate receipts in UFC history, and things are just getting started with a fighter nicknamed the Notorious. 8. Speaking of nicknames, Conor McGregor has been on the social media campaign recently vowing to change his nickname to the Celtic Tiger. He has a massive tiger tattoo on his belly and often posts stuff on social media, and also in an interview to local Irish media where he suggested the nickname change. 9. Conor McGregor is the first non-American fighter to have hold 2 world titles in 2 different weight classes. Before joining UFC he won Cage Warriors featherweight and lightweight titles in back-to-back fights. 10. Vocal supporter of gay rights in Ireland, McGregor has been supporting same-sex marriage movement in Ireland for a good while. He has been on record saying that him and his team supports same-sex marriage and every human being deserve equal rights. Thanks for listening.